Welcome to the my-moo.com podcast. My-moo.com is your source for information on James Churchward and his theories of the lost continent of Mu.
Podcast 11, My-moo October 2008 Update. This past year has been busy, and we have continued to collect the data and the research. First, our bookstore with 3 ebook titles has made the 3 available as a CD. Included are Ancient Medes as Ancestors of the Magyars of Europe and America as the Prehistoric Cradle of the Caucasian Race by Dr. Joseph Cesrup. These are translations of letters to James Churchward that are exclusively available from my-moo.com. Also available on the CD are the contents of one of James' research scrapbooks. Secondly, we started conducting research about what some other authors and web pages are using from the works of my great-grandfather in their research. As I have previously related, some of these references are a lark, like in a game or a work of fiction. Other references agree with what James Churchward believed and wrote about, and then there are the ones that do not. From our quick look at the data, we created some podcast episodes. These address the reference used by the author Acharya S. in her book The Christ Conspiracy, and the association of James Churchward with space aliens. All are available on YouTube and/or our podcast page. A second current focus of research is the Great Uyghur Empire, as described by my great-grandfather in the book Children of Mu from 1931. Instead of finding other primary sources that reference the unique aspects of that theory, other theories have been sent in private emails. A couple of blog entries and a podcast have documented some of the correspondence. A review of one of James' earliest works was provided last January, with links to the online version of A Big Game and Fishing Guide to Northeastern Maine. Another aspect of James' life that was explored in a blog entry is that of inventor, and can be found under the title James Churchward, Engineer. James filed his first patent in 1889 and his final in 1917. 28 years would be considered a career for some people, which demonstrates that James Churchward had a career before he started writing his books in his 70s. Now to some unfinished business. Last year, the October update announced that an expanded and updated version of the 1927 Lost Continent of Mu, Motherland of Man would be published in the near future. This project was sidelined, but is now back on track. Also, I would ask that everyone look at the pictures at the blog entry on the reported daughters of James Churchward and see if they recognize either of the pictures. You may have an unpublished book by James Churchward in your attic. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.
This production copyright 2008 by Churchward & Company. All rights reserved. For further information, visit our website at my-moo.com.